Welcome back. In this video, we're diving into Unit 3 of Make Academy, setting up my first scenario course. Today we'll learn about apps and modules in Make.com briefly, and if you haven't created your Make Foundation use case, be sure to check out the previous videos where we build it together. Well, let's start by explaining what a module is. A module is an element you add within your scenario. We'll be working with them throughout this course. Here's the weather app module we added earlier. If you hover over it, you'll see the option to add another module. You can also double click anywhere in the scenario to add another module. It's very simple. Now let's look at the different types of modules in Make.com. The first and most commonly used is called an action. Action perform tasks within a scenario. For example, in our weather module here, it retrieves the current weather data. That's an action. Other examples of actions include sending a push notification, adding a row to a spreadsheet, or even creating a whole report. By the way, the data collected from an action is called a bundle. You'll see that term a lot as we go forward. Now let's look at search modules. A search module helps you find specific data. For example, we could search for users over the age of 30 in a spreadsheet, for instance, and the search module will return that information as multiple bundles. As you can see with the Google Sheets module, it has both search and action capabilities within it, and this gives you a ton of flexibility with this module. Next, we have trigger modules. A trigger is usually the first module in your scenario. It is responsible for starting everything. For instance, we can watch emails under the Gmail module. So it's going to watch your emails, and whenever, based on your criteria, an email appears, it will then start and trigger this automation. There are two types of triggers, polling and instant triggers. Polling triggers watch a service and provide updates when a scenario is activated. Instant triggers, on the other hand, return new information as soon as it's available. Now on to more advanced stuff, iterators and aggregators. We'll cover these in more depth later, but here's a quick explanation. An iterator splits a group of items into smaller pieces, while an aggregator combines multiple pieces of information into one. For now, that's all you need to know, but we'll get more into that later on. Now let's answer some common questions about modules. First question is, how do you know what type of module you're using? Well, that's easy. As you might have seen, when you select the module, the type will be listed. For example, if we add another weather app module, you'll see it only has actions. With Google Sheets, on the other hand, you'll see both actions and search options available. So what's an app? An app is just a group of modules. Let's search for the Slack app. And you'll notice the module types here don't explicitly mention action or searches. That's because Slack modules are organized by what makes sense for that app. For example, you'll see modules handling Slack messages. These mostly fall into the action category. And that's it for now. That's Unit 3. We covered the basic of modules and apps, setting the foundation for our future automations. And in the next video, we'll be building on top of this knowledge. So stay tuned. And as always, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get notified for more tips on automation and following along with this Make.com course. Thank you for watching.